I have no idea. Let me try that again. Okay, I'm ready. I have no idea.
Have you ever noticed how people love their house when they first buy it?
But realize how quickly the honeymoon stage is over.
We have the space, but what do we do with it?
One thing we've learned is that our clients have outlived, outgrown, or have simply fallen out of love with their home.
That awful stove and oven. It's bringing back bad memories right now.
It's demo time.
We're Paul and Susan Kadilak, and we run Kadilak Homes.
I think it looks pretty good there.
I know you do.
Together, we've transformed hundreds of properties to help homeowners rekindle the magic they once had when they first laid eyes on their home.
Oh my God.
Where are we? Wow.
Running a growing company while raising a busy family isn't always
You
easy.
smell like beef and cheese plus more beef.
And we never quite know what Paul's gonna do next.
We're keeping this, right?
Definitely not keeping that.
But when we help homeowners fall back in love with their homes,
It's all worth it.
I love you guys so much.
this isn't just renovation.
It's Renovation Rekindle.
That's beautiful.
We're going to Quinn and Nyana's house. We're calling this house the Open Concept Illusion because when they bought the house, they thought it was an open concept, but after living in the house, they realized that it looks like it's open, but it's really not.
They called us because we're magicians.
So why don't you guys tell us about this house and what you guys are thinking and how long you've been here?
We've been in Winchester for just over 8 years. Nana grew up in this area, great community.
The town checked a lot of boxes for us, but now that we've been here for some time, I think we have a better idea of how we would function within the space itself.
What are the biggest things that don't work for you anymore?
Definitely, if we could have more storage space,
Okay.
more functionality between the kitchen and the dining room, how it flows. There's just not a lot of like space and everyone's in everyone's way. The bathroom, with more people, there's more use.
Right.
We need to kind of make it more functional.
I'm dying to see it. Oh wow. The first thing you notice is that this entry is enormous.
Right.
It's huge. And
Should
then-
be plenty of space to do other more interesting, efficient stuff with.
Definitely. It's nice that you're not on top of the staircase, but it's also wide. So I think that if we can reclaim some of the space, we can make this a little bit more functional.
Such
So-
wasted space. I also see that it looks like you got some tile here with the threshold, so I'm guessing that there's a secondary floor under
Oh, right.
It's possible.
this floor
It's
here
very
because the height
possible.
difference. I can see the kitchen from here, and we need to check the kitchen out because that needs some help too.
You can see it's very spacious.
Yeah.
That's a common thread that I'm
big.
seeing.
When you're first looking at the space, you're like, wow, we have all this space to grow into, which is
Right.
amazing. But then living here, you realize like, well, it doesn't really flow as well.
How does this work for you guys?
That's the pinch point of the house.
Right.
Everybody's
Is the bottleneck here?
It's
Yeah,
right
because
there.
look, people trying to get through or do
Right.
something, it takes up so much. You can't get by with somebody.
Right.
You've got your stove right on top of your sink, right on top of your dishwasher. So like, even though this is big and this feels like a lot of room, you really only have two functional bottom
Exactly.
cabinets on this wall. The closer we look, the more things we find.
Right.
Do you guys use the dining room?
I think Nana and I view this kitchen and dining room as an open space.
So I think it's going to be important to get rid of this dividing wall, relay out the appliances, the sink, get the sink centered under the window, see what we can do with pushing this wall out.
Taking
As well as-
space away from the hallway.
Feels like
wider.
you're taking space, but you're really going to be like adding space
Sure,
to it,
sure,
right?
sure.
At the end of
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
But you need 3 feet to walk.
Yeah.
You need 3 feet for an island, and then you need 3 feet to walk. If we can do that, this space will be much more functional. It will flow better,
Yeah.
and you won't miss it from the hallway.
So we walk back into the hallway and you'll notice that the bathroom has its own little hallway.
So this bathroom was like this when you bought the house?
Exactly.
Okay, and it's the only tub in the house?
it's the only tub in the house.
And it's very,
It was very
this-
creative. I appreciate the creativity.
I mean, the sink is very
Yes.
textured, and it looks like they really went out of their way to make this a certain way. So we definitely need to update this. So what's on the other side?
We're going to go in and talk about what we're going to do to the bathroom now.
Make
First
this
of
into
all,
a palace.
It's perfect. I wouldn't change
Okay.
a thing. The only thing I would change is we put a smart toilet in here. It knows when to flush. A bidet.
A bidet?
Yeah, because it's a man's one. Where's the flat screen gonna go?
So we've seen the whole house, and I think there's a running theme here where you have oversized spaces that you can't really use. I think if we can get creative, redesign the spaces, reclaim some of that wasted space, and make this house really work for you. And I think there are a lot of things that we can do that can make this house feel bigger without actually making it bigger.
That sounds
That's
amazing.
good news, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so what are we demoing?
All right, so we're gonna demo with the kitchen. Why don't we take this down first, because this is like the bane of this kitchen's existence.
I bet you didn't know I could do that to granite. Did you? It's supposed to say doctor. Where did the words tomfoolery come from?
Should have been Paul Foolery.
Want to keep this? I'll put it on the counter. I can cover the glass up, don't worry. There's a heat line there, Susan.
Oh, geez.
So that wraps all the way around.
Well, at least that explains why this is so narrow. At least we know why.
The fun things that you find behind the walls. You want to shut the water main off? The best thing to do when you're trying to drain a house is shut the water off and go to the lowest sink in the house, which would be this one, because then everything drains from the top down.
This one's definitely lower than Paul's.
This whole floor's coming up.
The tile is,
Right.
yeah. Wanted to see if the hardwood continues under here or not. Oh,
Oh no,
that is not
that is not good.
what we want to see.
This is concrete.
Which means it's going to be not easy to take up. I wonder, like, is this whole kitchen poured?
I'm gonna go with yeah.
No, so oh wait, no, it is. So if there's that much concrete, that's not going to be fun.
Only you find these jobs.
The tile has to come out, so I think we need to take the tile out, see what we're dealing with, and then decide what to do about what's below it.
Oh no, they put, oh, wire mesh.
Oh, it gets worse. So things just got a lot better for Paul, because now not only do we have poured concrete underneath this tile floor, but there's also wire mesh. So whoever did this didn't want this tile to go anywhere.
Oh, there's wood here.
This is like an inch thick.
What does that height look like?
Yeah, that's just the hardwood. We should be able to continue the hardwood and have it all one level. So we named your house the Open Concept Illusion House because when you walked in, it looked like you had an open concept, but you didn't.
Right.
The only entryway was this big and you had a hard time getting past the fridge.
Yeah.
So we're doing the whole first floor over. There are a ton of details. We're gonna help you fall in love with your home again. How does that sound?
Awesome.
First and foremost, we're gonna open up the space to give them a real open concept. And then the pantry is gonna be fun. I'm gonna do glass doors, we'll frost them so that you can't see in, but we have a nice window in there, so we wanna get at least some light out of there. Open shelves in the bottom. I was thinking we'd bring the wood countertop back in. These shelves, I was thinking maybe black. I don't know how you guys feel about black.
Yeah, we talked about black.
I like the open shelves, the floor to ceiling open shelves.
Okay. And do you guys like a wood countertop in the pantry?
Yes.
He smiled, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
take
know.
that as a yes.
I like it.
Yes, no, he likes the wood.
Okay. How we feel about two-tone?
Yeah, your thoughts. I know you're not sold on the two-tone.
I'm not, I don't see it as well as,
My
that you that's done
concern
it for
with
you.
all
yeah.
blue, with all this color, is that it's
Yeah.
gonna feel dark.
What about
We had
having one side, all like not having two-tone bottom and top, but one side be one color?
Did you get that idea from Paul? We had black cabinets and white countertops, and he said, how about we do one island black with white countertop and then one island white with black countertop? And I was like, no, we're not doing that. Yeah.
It is an idea, though.
It is an idea. It is an idea. So the question is, do you want it to feel more cozy, or do you want it to feel?
You're not biased at all. You
I'm
feel
not.
cozy
I'm
or
not.
really dark and like a dungeon.
Do you want to live in a cave, or do you want a nice open kitchen?
I like the idea of the two-tone. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, look at that.
What a compliment.
Compromise.
Do you guys have any more questions?
No, I think you've hit all our concern spots.
You've covered it. I feel good about it.
How lovely. It's a nice little design.
It's exciting. It's like a whole new house.
We're looking forward to seeing the end product. We cannot wait to see all the colors and the design and all of it coming together.
Hey. What are you doing?
Practicing being an elephant.
I hope that's not what you called me here for.
Now that the designs have been finalized, we're pushing forward with the framing, putting up the walls, and plastering. Plaster's done. Now that we can start to see the walls up and see the space really taking shape here, which looks good. Today's a big day. We're starting finish work, so we're gonna start getting the built-ins in the pantry and out here done, and we have to really take our time because this is what they're gonna be staring at for the rest of their life. We're gonna bring the cabinet into here. If I was a clamp company, I would have named him Jed. In the Northeast here, we predominantly do plaster. So sometimes people mud and tape. So they get a piece of sheetrock, they'll put a piece of tape over it and mud that joint only. These walls are all blue board, so the blue board goes on, tape the joints, and then they do the whole entire wall, not just the joints. Stronger finish. And if you're gonna try plastering yourself, don't do it. Hire a professional, because this is an art form that takes time. Picture frame. Now that the built-ins are installed, like a glove, it's time to tackle the stairs. It's spiraling out of control right now. No railing. Susan made a suggestion that we cut this little round piece off of the end of the stairs here so this follows straight because we shorten the hallway some to give more space in the kitchen. Oh yeah, really? This is the house of concrete. I gotta call Susan and let her know because this could be a huge problem.
Hello?
Hello. You realize that this house was probably a prison at one point? I just cut the stair so we could have the nice straight line. And then I started to pull the riser off and oh, look at what's there. Concrete.
Wait, there's concrete in the stairs?
Behind the riser.
Oh my God, they put concrete everywhere.
I'm afraid to open anything else up in this house because I think it's just gonna rain concrete somewhere.
So luckily, just that rounded piece is the piece that we're cutting. If there's concrete in those stairs, they can stay because we're not taking that whole bottom step apart.
Oh,
If
thank
that is
God.
full of concrete, it can just stay.
Just like I thought, it's not a big problem at all. This is how you pull finish nails. It's the best tool for this. Funny thing is I put all these little piece of paper over the windows so Susan doesn't know where I am. You tap with the wood instead of the hammer because you don't want to damage what you're actually trying to put on. Why did it make pencils yellow? Like all the pencils in school were yellow. Is it to go with the buses or was the buses to go with the pencils? I think Susan wanted it the other way. When you get to this point, you need to stop because it's hammer time. This looks like it was done by a professional.
Hey,
Hey,
this looks awesome.
thank you.
What else is going on in here?
We got the sink in, which
Ooh,
looks
that looks good.
Yep, that looks good.
So what do we got left?
We got to do paint, counters, floors. Did you pick all that stuff?
All picked.
Beautiful. My work is done here. Do you want to hold this for a minute?
Sure.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving. Don't forget to lock up when you leave. I'll tell the kids you said hi.
Oh, thanks.
We got a lot of work going on inside. We're getting down to the final crunch. It's like Christmas morning. My wood countertops have finally arrived. I'm super excited about this. This is one of the last pieces that I needed. Why wouldn't you want to eat off of this? That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get this thing unboxed, bring it in, install it, and then the house will be turned over to Susan to start staging it. So because the walls are plastered and it's a hand finish, not everything's perfectly straight. So this has to get trimmed. So when it goes up against the wall, it looks like it fits. Wow, it's off a good amount here, huh?
Yeah.
Whenever you get into the finish line of a project, things always fight you to the end. Luckily, we were able to get the counter in here without any issue. A few more finishing touches, and then I can hand the house over to Susan to start staging it.
So we're really excited because Quinn and Nyana are moving back in very soon. So that means it's time to get staging and get the house looking good for them.
Don't worry, I'll shoulder the load, Susan.
This is the problem with staging, is that I put something down and then I don't like it, so then I have to move it, and then I might put it back 2 seconds later because then I like it again. So there's a lot of moving things around.
It's a 6-foot table.
My favorite part of staging is you have to look at what the space is and what the vibe is that they want.
By day, I build houses. By night, furniture.
I want it to feel like when we were going through the design and looking at what appealed to them, I want the staging to reflect that same feeling. Do you like the basket of balls? Meow!
You know what my favorite part of staging is?
What, Paul?
When we're done.
With all the hard work behind us, the moment has come to turn the house back over to Quinn and Nyana. But first, a little reminder of where we started. There's the old foyer.
Yeah.
See the door
Cubby.
shifted, swung the other way.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. There it is. There's the beauty.
The bottleneck of the kitchen.
Look at the size of that fridge.
The gem. Are you guys ready to fall back in love with your house?
Yes!
Yes, we are. Oh my gosh!
It's so much better there.
Yes!
That's against the,
Yes.
Just wait, you haven't even gone through the door yet.
I know.
Let's go check it out.
Look at how the floors are.
This is amazing.
Look at the red. Oh my God. This is a whole different house.
So before you guys had those little cubbies, no closets.
Yes.
The hallway used to come back here, and then we had the
Yeah, the
twirly
bird
step,
cage.
the
The
bird
bird
cage.
cage.
So now all that's gone, so we took all that room and brought it into the kitchen.
Holy mackerel.
Take it all in. Look at the beautiful kitchen. The trophy of the house.
You got her to cry already, and we've been here for 2
I'm crying
minutes.
too now. I've been crying every day for the last couple of weeks.
You guys have done it in, like, beyond words.
Quinn, how do you like the two-tone?
I love it.
Right?
I mean, it worked out so well.
We'll go this way, kind of check out your new dining space where you guys can sit with the kids.
Yeah.
Susan designed this nook over here.
And then we added the wainscoting in here.
This adds so much texture and flavor.
The point for Susan and I think, is the flow of a house in general. That is the most important thing and how it all works together.
Right.
I gotta hand it to Susan because that 2 feet that she stole from the hallway made all the difference to get that island in, to move the fridge in the right place and get all this space opened up. Like everything here blends. There's not one thing that catches your eye. There's so much to keep turning your head and look at.
It's all like one cohesive image.
So one of the big things that you wanted was a pantry.
The door matches the same color as the darker cabinets. Frosted the door so you can keep your mess in there. Nobody can see anything.
So this is a brand new room that we did not have before.
This did
So
not
this-
exist.
This is totally new space. Holy mackerel.
Oh my goodness!
Look at this.
Look at these shelves.
It doesn't have to be a big space, but it packs a punch.
This is
Rub it.
exactly what I wanted.
Because you wanted the open shelves so you could
Yes.
see
Yes.
what What you
what
have
we had,
access to.
yes. This is like
This is gonna
my
be awesome.
gift.
This is.
I want to show you guys the next thing over here.
Okay, you ready? Slides! Oh my
God.
goodness! Look at this shower. This feels like a hotel bathroom.
It does. Sounds like a hotel
like a
bathroom.
fancy hotel bathroom.
It is, it's hotel sits and no.
Yeah.
Really get rid of the height of the floor. I don't know if you guys remember how your floor had different heights over here.
Yes.
You got 2 different heights on your floor.
Yes.
We're able to get rid of this and
Everything
make
is
this
just
one height.
one level.
Are you guys having a ball or what?
You know what? We love it. I mean, from front door and there's more. I feel like we're on like,
Oh,
let's
there's
make
more.
a deal. And there's
There's
more.
more.
And there's more.
And there's more.
So in here, we got rid of the swirl ceiling.
Yes.
This wood is the same stained wood that we had in the kitchen, in the pantry, in the other spaces. And then this table, we actually had made for you guys.
Get out of here.
This is a gift from us, yes.
Yeah, so we had this made.
Touch
So
it.
this is the
Oh
same
my gosh, it's the same wood.
from one room to another. It feels like one space. So the blue
Yes.
walls in here are kind of a reflection of the cabinet color.
Really good
That
choices,
reflects into the pantry. So as you're going through the whole main level, you see the repeated elements of the wood, the blue, the trim.
Oh, we love this house. We love this house. But this is a special treat too, because we weren't too sure what to do with this, and you guys have really made it special. Obviously, we bought the house and we loved the house for the space, but now it feels like it's ours. It is more than fair to say that we have fallen back in love with this house. It feels open and it feels fresh. It feels like home. It feels like us. This home feels like us.
I'm excited for the kids to see it.
It's overwhelming. It's just breathtaking, and we couldn't love it anymore.
If you want to know more about this project, don't ask me, ask her.
You can go to CadillacHomes.com.